Welcome back, everybody, and today they released 5 translated cards. There might be a few more in Japanese that are out that I haven't seen translated yet, so I'm not going to show those, but these are the translated ones, and we're just going to jump right into it and look at these. So the first one we go have is Neptune, and she's a 7 cost, 5/5. Her fanfare, gain a crest, Neptune, Arbiter of the Tides, summon 2 copies of Majestic Megala Orca. That's pretty awesome. Ward. When you super evolve, summon 2 copies of these orcas. They're Megala Orcas. They're majestic, don't forget that. The crest. Whenever an allied marine follower enters the field, restores 1 defense to your leader. Huh. That is pretty cool. So let's look at this real quick. This is going to be your majestic Megal Orca. Megal Orca. That has such a tongue twister. I want to say like Megalodon every time I say this. It's going to have Rush. It's a 2/2/2. So every time these come out, you're going to get healed. The only problem with this, though, is this is a 7 cost. It just depends on how the deck's built, because we have a card that brings down the cost of all your cards by 2. So this would be a 5 cost. And would this be 0 cost afterwards? Would this be 0 cost? And then you can use these as 0 cost 2/2s on the board and rush with the setups. That would be really interesting, actually, to see that played out. We'll have to see how it plays out, but if that's the case, that we can drop down the cost of our play points by 2 in Dragon Craft, these would become 0 possibly. This is me theory crafting, so this doesn't mean absolute. That these would be 0, and then you would have pretty much 0 cost rush orcas. I think that'd be pretty cool. But super evolving, you get 2, but they summon them, so there's really no point of that. But this would just be a 5 cost. I'm thinking there's maybe be some tech, maybe if we can make like a deck that's more focused on the reduced cost of 2 cost cards and having Rush or Storm possibly in there. I'm interested to see how this plays out. This might be pretty good for some aggro or clearing things, but it's interesting, and you get healed. Let me just go over that one more time. You're going to get healed whenever an allied marine follower enters the field. So I wonder how many marine followers we're going to get in this dragon deck as well. So interesting. So this might be a build on later on to the next set, like set 3, and be really, really strong if we get more marine, or there might just be a very limited amount of marines. We'll see how it comes out. All right, let's move on. All right, Abysscraft. Sharon, Stygian, Horse Woman. Oh my goodness, I can't speak. Wish me luck on that one. Fanfare, Reanimate 2 and a Reanimate 1. Okay, so we're going to get a 1 and a 2 cost Reanimate when I guess we play her. Whenever an allied departed follower enters the field, give it ward. So these 2 and 1 cost are going to get ward. If you super evolve her, gain a crest for her. The crest is going to be a 2 content at the start of your turn. Reanimate a 3 cost. Huh. That is pretty good. I want to see how this is going to get played. Now this is a 5 cost, which is not too bad. It's not high, and I think it's a pretty good cost at 4/4. And we're going to get a 2, a 1, and then we're going to get a 3 in 2 rounds. But we're going to get a 1 and a 2, so we can get bats, skeletons. We can get the ward characters, or I believe also we can get the storm characters too. This is going to be some cool tech playing her. Maybe get the storm mummies. I believe those are 2s, and or we can get wards. So it just depends if we're going to. Well, they're going to get ward no matter what. This is going to be pretty cool. I can't wait to play this. I really can't wait. There's a lot of tech I want to try out. This looks like a fun card. Definitely want to try this out and implement it. Now let's move on. Alright, Portalcraft. I'm not even going to try to say her name. I want to say it. Zoe Symphonic Heart. Fanfare. Summon a Victoria. Yeah. Whenever an allied puppetry follower enters the field, give it ward. Interesting. That is going to be really strong. Because you can, like, for example, Noah, he's a 6 cost, and he gives you those enhanced but he gives you several puppets, and you know we got our puppeteer card that produces puppets, so you can always have a puppet in the bank, you know, pretty much in your hand and holding off. So based on the situation, you can always play a puppet with ward to protect yourself for the next round, so you can deny them from taking on the card. I kind of like this. I think this is pretty good, actually. Yeah, puppet's just gonna get better, isn't it? Oh boy. Alright, let's move on. There's our Victoria. Okay, rush, follower strike. Deal X damage to the opposing follower. X is the follower's attack, so it's gonna do 6 damage. Follower strike. Interesting. Right up the... Okay, so we're pretty much gonna get like 2 attacks off that. Interesting. Okay, I'm gonna... Okay. Yeah. This is looking pretty juicy. This is looking pretty juicy. I ain't gonna lie. Now, it's only a 1, but what it does is the purpose needs to do follower strike, and that is going to be it. Okay, so those are the 5. Let me know what you guys think about these cards coming out. I think a lot of people are going to have PTSD with puppets again. I think puppets going to be strong, or stronger. So we'll see what happens with that. But I hope this helps you guys, and I will post more as I reveal them. Till next time, you guys take it easy.